Hi everyone, my name is Wilson Leung and I'm the director of the Graduate Leadership Institute. And today I'm here with Dr. Samantha Wehbi, who is the Associate Dean of Student Affairs at the Yates School of Graduate Studies. So Samantha, welcome.
Thank you very much. Hi everyone.
So Samantha, I wanted to ask you, in terms of your background and your role, can you tell us how it relates to leadership?
Sure. So as you mentioned, I'm the Associate Dean here, and as part of my role, I've had the privilege of meeting a lot of graduate students from across the university. And one of the things that I read are scholarship applications, and those are always great because you get to find out about students and the great work that they're doing in terms of the graduate studies. But one of the things that I've noticed in their leadership statements, for example, some scholarship applications ask for leadership statements, is that students have a hard time translating all of their accomplishments, scholarly accomplishments, community engagement accomplishments, through a lens of leadership. So you see these, very accomplished, very talented students, graduate students, but they are not seeing themselves as leaders. And I think that's a very interesting kind of phenomena.
Yeah, so that's very interesting, not seeing themselves as leaders.
Not understanding how their work makes them leaders.
Yeah. So in terms of that, I know that you meet with grad students on a regular basis.
Yeah.
What kind of unique challenges do you see, grad students face?
Yeah. I think when I think about that, I think back to how you've been talking about leadership and talking about moving from this idea of just seeing ourselves or seeing themselves as students to seeing themselves as influencers. And I think that's the biggest challenge, is this disconnect between the great work that they're doing, their potential contributions, and kind of the seeing themselves as leaders and understanding things through the lens of leadership, because they are making that influence. And even if they are not now, or if they feel they're not now, that's the whole point of getting your graduate education, I think, to become an influencer, to be able to, at one point, once your degree is finished, once you're out of Ryerson, this is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be influencing.
Absolutely.
So that disconnect that sometimes I see, I would
yeah.
say, is a challenge.
Yeah, you mentioned this word disconnect. I think that's very appropriate. So with this disconnect, how do you see grad students overcoming this challenge?
Yeah. I think there's a couple of things. The first is this idea of believing in themselves as leaders. I think that's the first step, really believing that they are leaders, that they are potential leaders, and the kind of work that they're doing and the impact that work that they're doing is going to have. The other is investing in leadership and investing in developing their leadership skills. But for that, I'm actually going to turn to you.
Okay.
Yes, you can tell us a little bit more about what you offer in terms of supporting graduate students in their leadership journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's various ways for students to get involved with the Graduate Leadership Institute. The first is in terms of GRADTalks. We have,
I know, it's great. I'm so excited about that. Yeah.
So GRADTalks is coming up in a few weeks on February 28th.
Yeah.
And the theme that night is specifically focused upon leadership. And it's the idea of taking your grad studies and your research and how to become an influencer and how to impact society.
Yeah.
So we're really hoping that students will mark off that date on their calendars and to please come join us.
Great.
Another very practical way is one-on-one leadership advising appointments. And these are fantastic opportunities for students to meet on a one-on-one basis, to connect with something that might be personal or unique that they're facing in terms of a leadership challenge or issue. And so students can feel free to sign up for these appointments. If they go to our webpage, ryerson.ca/graduate-leadership-institute, they'll be able to register for that.
And I know you've gotten great feedback so far from people.
Yes, it's been fantastic feedback on
Great.
that. Students have really appreciated that time connecting.
That's great.
Yeah. And then this video series is called Leadership Matters, and we've been trying to put together a library of videos to help students, because we know that grad students are busy. They have many kind of competing and juggling priorities. So we want something that is, short and yet relevant for them.
Yeah.
So it's only a few minutes long, but they're packed with leadership principles, things that they're going to be able to hopefully be inspired by and to be able to apply into their context.
Yeah, that's great. Good.
Yeah. So Samantha, thank you so much
Thank
for
you,
joining us
Wilson,
today.
for inviting me today.
Yeah, it's great to have you.
Thank you.
And for all of you grad students, we hope that you will check out the Graduate Leadership Institute. And remember to believe in yourself as a leader and to invest in your own leadership. This is probably one of the biggest and best investments that you can make for your future and your career. All right, and we hope to connect with you soon.
See you at GRADTalks.
Bye now.
Bye.